Hello everyone, my name is Wayne.
And I'm Rebecca.
And we are your Bourbon Journey.
Welcome to episode 31 of Bourbon Trail Tales and Tastes. We're taking you back to March 24th of 2023 and we're heading to Radcliff, Kentucky. What's there, you might ask? Well, Boundary Oak Distillery, which is part of the Western Trail, I do believe. I think it's gone central now, but when we did it was part of that. It was our 35th distillery and our 27th stamp on the Kentucky Bourbon Trail. So back then it was kind of on our way. If you leave like where we are in southern Indiana, you drive through, we went through Owensboro and then we hit Radcliff and then you come to Elizabethtown and then you can head on over to Bardstown, which is what we did for the rest of the weekend. So it was kind of an on our way. We visited them again since then, and we came the opposite direction. We were in Bardstown first, stopped in Elizabethtown, then went to Boundary Oak. So it's pretty cool. What are some things that you remember about our very first visit there?
A very beat up pickup truck and the world's largest pocket knife.
Yeah, the pocket knife isn't theirs. I mean, but we'll certainly share a picture of that. If you walk across the parking lot, you can go to where the world's largest pocket knife is, and we've actually visited that each time we've gone and got a fresh picture each time. But the truck is, something with barrels that a lot of the distillers have out front, so you can pose and take pictures, which is really good. Because this is more of, it's in kind of an industrial park kind of thing.
Right.
It's more in town, so to speak. Not that Radcliff is a huge town, mind you, but it's not like a rolling campus or anything like that. So there's not as much scenic things to pose in front of. So I think that's one of the reasons a lot of times when it's in a town like that, they go ahead and put some cool things for us to take pictures with. So it was kind of drizzling a little bit that day, as I recall when we first got there. We were kind of fighting the rain, but then we went inside, so it just didn't really matter once we got inside. We thought we were going to be doing a tour, but there was a whole bunch of people there that day around the tasting table. And we ended up just doing a guided tasting instead because they were so busy. I don't think they could quite fit us all in on a tour and stuff. So what I was kind of amazed at was the number of things we got to taste.
Yeah, they had quite a bit. They have quite a bit, and they have stuff that's dedicated to the military and or presidents. And one thing that's specific, we didn't bring it out to taste. They had a lavender whiskey. And I don't know if you've used that in a cocktail
yet. I have used it in a cocktail. Yeah, I did a lavender cocktail not too long ago. And maybe I'll post a link with this because it used their lavender whiskey.
And if you're there, I would recommend buying it. I don't think it was too expensive. It's very unique. And that's the primary reason. But they had so many different bottles, one of Lincoln, there was one of Patton, one, I believe, the 82nd Airborne, several others.
Yeah, and it was interesting listening to them talk. They actually partner with the societies of the various parts of the military. They're not, of course, affiliated with the military, and they even had that disclaimer on their bottles. But they do partner like with the Society of such and such infantry or airborne or something. And then they work with those leadership teams to kind of determine the design of the bottle, what they want to call it, even sometimes the proof point, things they want to have like that. So I thought that was pretty interesting. They seem to really enjoy kind of giving a nod to history,
yes,
which I thought was really, really cool. And we bought a lot of stuff that day.
We did. They had a very big selection of things.
And according to the picture I pulled up, I think we even bought some moonshine. I don't even recall that. I don't recall moonshine.
I
don't know if it's in our moonshine cabinet or not.
I don't. I'd have to look.
I saw the picture from our dining room table, so I know we bought it.
And it's interesting. I'll have to go through the moonshine.
He drinks more moonshine than I do. So.
I mean, it's been a while since I pulled it out. I'm usually grabbing Neely's or I'm grabbing Tim Smith's or whatever. I don't remember that one. I'll have to look for it.
Yeah, it's kind of funny when I saw the picture. So, but we got a lot of different things and they do have a distillery right on site, so they are distilling their own products. We didn't get to the tour, but it's all open with open glass, so I took quite a few pictures to see their still and They even have what looks like a spirit box in the shape of Kentucky, which I thought was kind of cool. Spirit safe, rather. And it was just great. The person that took care of us that day was really good at talking about, what they were about and how they did these various things for the military. So I thought that was really cool.
Well, the bottle we have today, if I remember correctly, this is one that was wrapped up and kind of looks like a canteen.
Yeah, and I'll show a picture of that a bit in the canteen as we talk about it a little bit. So they, it's pretty cool looking, and it probably looks really red to you, because it did to me even when I was taking pictures, because the back label is red, so it's giving a reddish cast to the spirit, whereas it's really more of a golden, but it looks super red in the bottle. So I just wanted to put that disclaimer out there that it is because the bottle has a red label on the back. So I'll go ahead and share a little bit about that so we can talk about the taste from the trail. We had to pick something, and this was one we hadn't opened. We've opened several of them, but had never opened this one and always kind of wanted to. So today's the day, which makes this even more fun. So this is called Lady Victory Straight Bourbon Whiskey. It is a Kentucky Straight Bourbon Whiskey distilled and bottled by Boundary Oak Distillery. Its mash bill is undisclosed. It is aged 2 to 4 years typically. Proof is 100 and the MSRP is 109. The society they work with for this is the Society of the First Infantry Division. And we did purchase it that day in March of 2023 while we were at the distillery. And they also call this Big Red One because it embodies the American essence of perseverance, victory, and unrelenting courage. The smoked American oak lingers with every sip, paying tribute to long fortified boldness and tradition. It stands as a testament to the artistry of bourbon making and the distinctive flavors of American oak. So I'm pretty ready to try it because we haven't had it since we tasted it that day back in 23.
Yep.
So we've already talked about that it's kind of a golden color.
Yeah, you've already mentioned it being golden, and it definitely is golden.
Definitely golden. See if it gets any legs on it. It's a little young. It's 100 proof, so I'm not sure how much it will have in the way of viscosity. It seems to just kind of fade a little bit. Let's check out the nose. It's light. It's light on the nose. Honey.
It's light honey. And I would almost say a honeysuckle rather than like a honey.
It's funny you say that because I was getting floral notes and I was about ready to say honeysuckle just as you did. See, we're just having that mental transfer today. It's good. I do like the honeysuckle profile. It's not overly sweet on the nose, but it's very inviting.
I like it. It's the only thing I'm getting.
Yeah, I'm not getting really a spice or anything like that.
But it's very, very nice.
Mm-hmm.
It's a couple people have said recently we were watching on Whiskey Tube, very elegant.
Elegant. Well, let's go ahead and taste this.
Thank goodness.
So cheers to Boundary Oak and Lady Victory. May she always be victorious. Cheers.
Cheers.
Well, that's got a little more pop on the flavor than it did on the nose for sure. It's got more happening.
Well, the honeysuckle, I feel like I can compare it to a bee. It flew away. I've got to taste this again.
A funny thing for me, you sometimes get this, but I rarely get the oak on the palate. And I got the taste of oak right as I took that sip. Right on my tongue. And normally that's a finish thing for me, but I got the oak right on my palate. And being young, it's kind of interesting that it does have that much oak presence.
It's definitely a savory bourbon.
Mm-hmm.
It's got a little spice. It's not overly spicy.
No.
I'm getting an orange zest in this. And I don't know if it's what you said is the barrel. There's something that's very distinct.
Yeah, for me, I'm getting oak. I mean, it tastes like American oak. And again, normally I would taste it on the finish, but I'm tasting it on the palate. Mm-hmm. And there's not a lot of sweetness to it. There's like a hint of caramel, I would say. Then the spice is kind to it. It's a little more of a cinnamon. I'm not getting any kind of pepper or anything like that. It's more of a cinnamon. Mm-hmm. So it's not smacking you around or anything like that.
It's a very light cinnamon. It's very pleasant.
It's not sweet like a cinnamon candy, but it's like a light baking cinnamon. So that's complementing, I think, that oak pretty well.
Mm-hmm.
Let's check it out for the finish.
All right.
It kind of mimics the palate quite a bit, as far as it's got a little bit of oakiness lingering on the finish, a little bit of cinnamon there. Not overly sweet, but it's not super dry either. So it's a pleasant finish. I would call it medium.
What she said, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh.
It's I will say it's consistent.
Mm-hmm.
Other than the nose, once it gets into your mouth, what you get at the beginning is what you get at the end.
Yeah,
and
it's interesting.
And that's honestly, that's not a bad thing.
No, the nose kind of reels you in a little bit, thinking, oh, it's honeysuckle, we got this going on, and then it just turns a little more savory on you, but not in a bad way. I mean, it's not drying, it's not bitter or anything like that. Right. It's just not sweet like the nose was.
Mm-hmm.
But I think it's a pretty good taste. It's a nice little sipper. We've enjoyed some of the other ones. We have not opened the patent bottle yet, and we have opened the Airborne, which is a huge Eagle one. We've tried quite a bit out of that one, which is why we wanted to open something different today. And again, I've used the lavender whiskey in cocktails, which is quite good.
And if you see the picture of it, because I'm positive she's posted the picture of the 82nd Airborne with the Eagle, that may be the heaviest cork we have. That you could kill somebody if you threw that out.
Hefty.
It is hefty, and it's shaped like
beautiful.
An eagle's head, and it's a beast of a cork. I love the cork.
Yeah, I would just say, as we're kind of wrapping up this, that, Radcliff and Boundary Oak are not on the beaten path, so to speak, right? They're a little bit out off the major trail, off the major highway, but golly, you really need to go, because they're doing a really good job. And like I said, if you're coming from the north end, like kind of where we are in southern western side of Indiana, head through Owensboro and take a little detour, and you'll be in Radcliff before you know it. And it's just a very short drive from Boundary Oak to get to Elizabethtown. And then if you've done that before, you're about 20 minutes from Bardstown at that point. So while it doesn't look like it, it is very easy. It's easy to get to. The roads aren't, they aren't like super freeways or anything like that, because it's kind of in the country. But the Boundary Oak is located right in the middle of town. So if you're looking for a McDonald's fix, I think there's one right there, and we've stopped.
There is,
and we've stopped there before to grab some food. So it's just right there as you're at. You can see it. As you see the McDonald's, you also see the turnoff for the distillery. So we highly recommend that. And we do it too. We're guilty of going to Louisville a lot and going to Bardstown a lot, because there's just so much concentrated there. But every now and then, you've just got to get out of those zones and go out to the west side of Kentucky a little bit and visit some of those distilleries that have a lot to offer. So
I agree.
I hope we do that.
And I really, this place is kind of special to me, because my son's a Marine, and I like the fact that they're involved with the military. And I think that's important, because our military is what keeps us free.
And one of our dear friends was part of this infantry.
Yes. And
I'm so excited. He hasn't been over in a bit. So, hey, Don, you got to come on over, because we've got this bottle open now and I want you to taste it. So,
Don, if you're looking at this, hey, and thank you for being a buddy.
So
with that, let's wrap it up. Some fantastic stuff from Boundary Oak. Really go out there and, once again, try the lavender whiskey. I think it'll blow your mind. It's really good.
It's made with actual lavender. It's not like they put fake stuff in it to get that flavor.
Yeah.
So very important.
Cheers to you, all of you at Boundary Oak. Thank you for supporting the military. If you like what we do, please hit the subscribe button. Always remember to drink responsibly. Have a great day. Cheers.
Cheers.